Oh, baby, it's a melee
Oh my god. Okay, can you do proper intro now?
Okay. Okay.
I've got 1914.
I don't care.
2014. I've got the year.
Oh my
The
god!
year was my score.
For those of you watching, they don't want to do the commentary properly because they're in game, as you can tell.
No, I'm not in game. I'm just like. Yeah.
Okay, Jhrdog, intro.
All right. When?
Now I started recording.
Oh.
21.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn, you stop working over there and rip the testicles off.
Get a hot.
Hello YouTube. This is Jhrdog with Skipper and Jammsy and whoever else is here.
The noun.
The noun. And the
Supreme,
adjective.
Jammsy, and Jhrdog are with us. Jhrdog from all of the commentaries, Jammsy from the pre-match of last match, and Supreme from all of the commentaries.
Yeah.
Hey everyone. So today's
Hey.
match.
I
Me
think it's gonna be
versus Jammsy.
interesting.
Yes. Well,
I think you're gonna lose 3-0.
who me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good betting there. Good betting.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, I've got 21-17 and most of them are melee kills.
Most.
17 deaths. That's terrible.
Maybe
Well, yeah,
half.
that's because at the start of the game I got like 5 deaths without any kills because I just ran into
no,
Supreme
we
5
don't-
times.
The spectators don't care about your deaths. Let's go on to the match. So first
Did
of all,
it care
we'll
about
talk
you, Jamsy?
First of all, we'll go through the current group fixtures. So once again, only Group 1 has changed anything. So we've only had 2 matches so far. The first match was between Skipper and Jhrdog. Skipper won 3-0. So Skipper is leading the group with 3 points, alongside Jammsy, who won his match against Serg 3-0. Both Skipper and Jammsy have 3 points. Braver has 0, and Serg and Jhrdog have -3. So we could say that this match between Skipper and Jammsy today, between myself and Jammsy here, will be the decider of who goes through to the round of 16. So, should be an interesting match.
Yes.
Anyone
Indeed,
got anything
say-
to contribute?
Chamber.
I'd just like to say you
Um,
spoke in the third tense, I think?
Person.
Yeah. You were like, oh yes, Skipper and Jammsy.
The third tense.
Yes,
That's
I
the
know
third
that,
tense, isn't it?
Jammsy.
Third person.
Yeah.
There's only
Not-
two
not
tenses
the- not-
tomorrow
I'm sure
on.
our spectators didn't realise that and needed you to
I know,
confirm
it just
that
sounds
for them.
really weird. It's like, oh yes, Skipper completely crushed Jhrdog.
Turn French.
Jhrdog is sitting in his chair against the world.
Well, if you were stood up, then I'd be
Jammsy
worried.
just-
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Supreme!
So if we go over the statistics between the two players today. So Jammsy, how many hours have you played on Warband?
Oh my god. I think nearly 600.
And how many of that has
Still
been on Planet
terrible.
Wars?
Around 150.
So
Noob.
you've had around 150 hours. I've spent over 1,330 odd hours. Most of it's been in Planet Wars.
Yeah, I'd say I have a
Um,
social life, but I'd be laughed at by my mum, so I'm not gonna say
I
that.
Do you have a
Have
shit
been-
bucket?
Do
I've
you have
been
a
in
what?
many different regiments. Jammsy, you've been in this one, haven't you?
Yeah, just this one.
Yeah. I train melee every day. How often do you train?
This is like my only training for like a whole week.
So just playing on the server.
Ow! Yes. Ow,
Okay.
that hurt.
So
I'd like for my skull.
statistically, there is a lean there. So let's talk about the previous matches and how each of these competitors has fought. So in the previous match, it was Jammsy versus Serg. I can honestly say there wasn't much technique in this match. You can check out both of the first 2 matches in the playlist that I've made on my channel.
I wrecked him. What do you mean, no technique?
You did wreck him, but as I think the perfect line to describe it was what I said in the post-match commentary. The match was more about who could click the fastest, and it happened to be you.
Well,
I thought Slam was against the rules.
I'll be showing some slow motion replays in the commentary
Slow
right now.
motion.
slow mo.
It's going to be
Oh, baby.
so a comparison between the 2 matches. Jammsy's can tend to be both you and Serg were kind of backing away, then you both charged in and both stabbed at the same time in all 3 rounds, I believe. Serg either being too early or too late, and Jammsy you getting your timing right, so you may
Well, no,
actually
I
win those
blocked
rounds.
quite a lot in that match.
You tried to. Serg didn't really attack you. I think I could count on my left hands the amount of times you blocked.
I blocked quite a
How
lot.
many fingers do you have in
if
your
we
left
look
hand?
at-
Never blocked any of his attacks.
I blocked quite a lot in that match. I blocked quite a lot in that match.
Now, if we look at a comparison to this clip, this is me and Jhrdog. As you can see, it's much more fluidic combat.
I can't see it.
It was more of a length. I know that you can't. I'm going to put it in the video.
Oh,
It was
oh,
much
sorry.
more fluidic combat. Instead of it being more caution and kind of that first hit decides the match, it's more that rhythmic movement. I hit, he hits, I hit, he hit, and then I would quickly break it down and catch him off guard with a feint or a spin or something.
Break it down.
Yes. So apologies for that last clip's quality. Supreme had some technical difficulties.
Oh, is that mine?
Yes, that's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of checking off on the
So
floor.
I think it was going to be an interesting match, the difference in techniques. If Jammsy can get that little spam right and click faster than myself, then he may be in a chance. But I think the
Skipper,
moment
you
we
hear
get
this?
into a lengthy combat, it might change. What have you guys got to say about that?
I think you have the
Spam
stamina
train comes
definitely
your way,
to.
Right.
Supreme.
Don't-
Spam
don't spend
train,
time.
choo choo.
What the hell are you on about?
Damn it! Spam train.
Choo choo.
Spam's not
Spam
allowed
train
in this
derailed.
tournament, Jammsy. Okay, Jhrdog, what do you have to say about it?
Sorry.
I'm
What
gonna
about the
say-
technique between the two of us and how it will
I'm gonna
probably
say,
most likely come out
yeah,
in the
I'm gonna say that you're more blocking and such, whereas he's just more click, 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 click.
Then you could probably
Oh,
chamber his spam.
27.
Yeah, you'll be able to chamber a spam.
Well, I
Or
was
if
thinking
you,
a bit of pretzing that a few minutes
Never
ago.
Yeah.
underestimate the spam.
Spam's not allowed.
you
Well,
should have
then
left
I'm
our wives
screwed.
alone, Mr. UPS.
Okay, Supreme, what do you have to say about the two techniques and how they most likely play out?
I think if Jammsy can get his spam right, then he has a good chance of winning. But otherwise, you've probably got this.
You say this, and yet I'm owning on this server.
That's because
Yeah,
I've went
how many
cavalry
deaths
so
have
many
you got?
times.
27.
Yeah,
But to be fair, they were
you're owning.
They've been teaming on me.
I'm a cav. It's easy for me to die.
If you want to complain about teaming, go on group fighting.
Oh my
Um,
god.
So, Jammsy, what do you have to
Isn't that
say
the
about
name
the,
of the-
the technique between
You're
myself
gonna get
and you?
wrecked. And I'm
Sure.
gonna
What's
die
that got to do
very
with
quickly.
technique?
Oh yeah. Yours is better than mine when it comes to long distance fights, but if
What
I
What do you mean
can-
long distance?
You don't
It's like a
know.
relationship.
It's like who has
No,
the
Jammsy, don't.
longest-
Jammsy, no.
Ah!
Is it who has the longest bayonet?
Whoa.
I think I fucked you all in that department.
I see what he did there.
I would not like to shame you with my very long bayonet, because you would never recover.
That is
So,
what you were
um,
just
I'm
saying
gonna
that
leave out
you
my
would win
bayonet
on
for
the
this.
short distance fights.
Oh.
Oh.
It's short, but it has a
It's quality,
not
not
size,
it's
it's
quality,
how
not
you
quantity.
yes, quality.
So-
not
Not
quantity.
size, it's how you use it.
do you have like a multi-purpose bayonet then?
Yes.
It's like a Swiss Army knife.
Is it plastic
Swiss Army bayonet.
or rubber?
Oh my.
He's got a little a corkscrew on one of the parts.
Kill
that'd
me.
be painful.
Except the balls.
Okay, so evidently we've talked enough about the technique. I really don't
call
think
this one
there's
the
much
tornado.
else to go into the pre-match commentary. We've looked at
Yes,
the two
Victor.
previous
Oh,
matches,
damn it.
looked at statistics. I suppose the only thing we can say now is
I have a
Okay.
ramrod.
I have a ramrod.
seems like,
Yeah.
a good ending to
Let
the
me ride
pre-match
this one
commentary.
right up your
Yes, actually, I have a suggestion.
Hey guys, this is the post-match commentary. I'm here with Skipper and myself, Supreme.
Hey guys. So Jhrdog is AFK. We don't know what he's doing, and Jammsy left after the duel because he had to go. He wasn't in a very good mood because he lost that fight. So, what was it? What we expected?
Yeah, that was very close to what we expected, but I didn't expect Jammsy to be able to get a win in, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't say that was anything of his own gain. I think that's exactly the same thing that happened in his second fight with Zhrdog. I'll put on a clip now for comparison. Where it was luck.
Yeah.
So, because I attacked up, he attacked up, so it came down to luck, whoever clicks the first, and once again, with the lower ping, Jammsy's able to get me first. And so after that, I said to him, come and engage me properly, and we'll get luck out the way, let's do it to skill. And I managed to beat him in the other two matches.
That is very true.
So I don't think he was very happy at the end. He kept making up excuses like I was spamming, blah blah blah, because
No one likes to lose.
well, I mean, I don't think he expected to win. It's just I think the fact that he won the first round, that he suddenly thought, oh, I may have a chance here, despite us playing for a few hours today, and he's never once beat me. And apart from that time he backstabbed me.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. I think I raised up his hopes and then crushed
User
them.
left your channel.
You could say that was just John leaving, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So you could say that it was even more cruel that he won because it raised his hopes before crushing him. Kind of like you know in the Dark Knight. Have you seen the Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
So you know the open top prison they've got.
Yes.
Where Bane was kept.
Yep.
They've got the big open prison, so it looks like they can get out. It gives them hope, though they can't actually escape.
Yeah. It's just cruel.
So it's cruel, yeah. Not that it was on purpose, which is why I had to change my tactic in the second and third. I was unable to show off because I lost the first one.
Couldn't afford to lose points.
Yes. I mean, not that it was very likely that I would lose, but I didn't want to go down to luck again, because if I was trying to chamber, it would come down to luck.
Yeah.
You know, whether I got my chamber on or not. If I didn't, it would immediately go to the luck, as seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the technique used, there wasn't much because I mean, this won't be shown in the clip, but we were talking in TeamSpeak at the time, and I kept saying to Jammsy, "Come to engage me," because he kept backing away, same as he did with Zhrdog. And unfortunately, there wasn't much technique because the moment he came towards me, I quite easily broke through that defense that he has.
Yeah. He has a quite a strong attack, but his defense is a bit on the lacking.
Well, he's quite good at fast clicking attacks because he's so used to his spam.
Yeah.
And he's able to go through feints and stuff with that. So what his tactic is to try and get away from his opponent as long as he can, and then quickly dive in, and as I say, make it luck whoever clicks first, and it's usually him, as we've seen from the past two matches. Unless
true.
I chamber like I was doing in training. Unfortunately, I was unable to show you guys that in this match, but oh well.
Another time, maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to do it against Zhrdog next fight. Although he does feint a lot.
That should be an interesting fight.
Yes. We'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, there wasn't much technique on my own behalf. I did a few spins there to put him off.
Yeah.
Because I needed to draw him close. If I spun, got that first hit in, then it could immediately go to the blocking. I did make one error with the blocks where he quickly attempted to spam. He almost then followed it up with another spam. Thankfully, he stopped himself. Had he done that, that would have been a disqualification, and he would have had an extra point taken off his score.
Yeah, that would have been quite bad for him.
Yeah, but thankfully he stopped himself from that spam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite wouldn't say it was an interesting match because it was me holding my ground, saying, "Come to me, come, let's have a duel," and him saying, "No, no, well, I'm going to play on my rules." And eventually, I had to do a few tricks, for example, suddenly turning and things to draw him towards me, and the odd feint and all that. So, did you notice any sort of technique involved?
I noticed. I saw a few spins from you, but and a few. He did do a few defenses, which is different for him.
Yeah, but that's because I was doing quite basic attacks in order to try and coax him into a rhythmic movement. So where I hit, he hits, I hit, he hits, and then suddenly break it. Jammsy's not the sort of person who does that, and that's why I decided to try and coax him into it by giving him a few easy easy attacks, meaning he was able to block them quite easily.
Yeah. But other than that, it was quite a plain.
Quite a plain
Fight.
match. Same as the last one that Jammsy was in, to be honest. It's quite different to my one with Jhrdog. My one with Jhrdog was that rhythmic movement. I hit, he hits, I hit, he hits, and it's only a feint to break it.
Yeah.
With Jammsy, it's a very odd match. It's very, this isn't really what we want to see in a duel. It's just stab back away, stab back away, stab back away, if you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
I had to, in the last 2 rounds, go to that extra mile to stop that from happening.
Yeah. This is definitely where you see how experience and just daily training can really make a difference, though.
Yeah.
Between people who try and spam and people who use tactics and feinting.
Well, Jammsy's quite lucky because he's got that, due to his lack of experience, he has that oblivious sense around him, in the sense that whenever someone feints or anything, he will just attack straight through it. Because, you know, when you get experience with something, there's a certain equite that you have to follow. For example, most people will follow that rhythmic movement, then break it. Most people, you know, do feints and then feint block to try and counter it. Jammsy's, whenever he sees some sort of skill or anything, because of his lack of experience and the lack of etiquette, it tends to just be, oh, what the hell's he doing? I'm just going to stab him. Which it works quite well for him with his lack of experience, but of course, as you see, when he doesn't have that chance, it works against him.
Yeah.
So now Jhrdog and Zerg, depending on whoever wins next match, have a chance to catch up on the points in the next few matches they play. So say one of them was to win 3-0. If they were to then, in their match against say Jhrdog was to win 3-0, because it needs to be... In fact, Jhrdog is the only one who can catch up now, because Zerg has already faced Jammsy, and I'm too high on the scoreboard for Zerg to be able to catch up. So... if Jhrdog beats Zerg 3-0, then he goes and beats Jammsy, then he has a chance of getting up. Sorry, he's already... Oh yeah, he's going to play Jammsy after that. If he beats Jammsy and then beats Braver, he has a chance of catching up with me. I do have a chance of losing points. I could lose at max 6 points if I lose my next 2 matches 3-0. But
yeah, that's quite
it's
unlikely.
And also, I would still not be losing, because I would just be on -1, and whoever loses the next match between Jhrdog and Zerg will definitely be out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am almost definitely through, which is good for me. There is, of course, a chance that I'm not going to be through, but there is a very high chance that I'm through. Jammsy, it could change quickly.
That is very true.
Either Jhrdog or Zerg. Tomorrow, whenever we host it, it depends whenever people are online. The next match is going to be the decider, who is definitely out.
Yeah.
And then Braver, of course, when he gets back from his holiday, can just wrap up the group for us.
Yep.
So do you have anything to say about the group standings?
Well, it's kind of expected. I just thought Zerg would be in Jammsy's place right now.
Yeah. Well, had it been Zerg, I probably could have won that 3-0. In the sense that... So I personally admire Zerg more than Jammsy, because he does have the etiquette, as seen yesterday. Whereas Jammsy is a lot more... Due to his use of spam, he doesn't want to get into a proper duel. He just wants to back away and just keep taking pot shots, if you know what I mean. Just casually running in and taking stabs, because he's quite good at beating the other opponent at attacking. And whilst that's all fair, it's not something that I respect.
No, it's not... I don't know how to... Like, dueliness.
It's like... I know that spam's not allowed, but it derives from his use of spam.
Yeah.
Spam works, but the reason people don't like it is because it's a noob tactic. It's not something that you admire. Chambers and kicks and brilliant defense you admire, because people have worked hard on those skills.
Yeah.
And Zerg knows how to do that. Unfortunately, he didn't get his chance because of Jammsy.
But you could still put it back.
And I think that because of that, if Zerg was in Jammsy's place, I could have won 3-0, because Zerg fights... I think we should call it conventionally, the proper way, with the etiquette.
Yeah.
And that would have meant that I didn't make that mistake of trying to just sidestep and stab Jammsy in the first round. I should have just dived in like I did in the second and third, or drawn him towards me. I wouldn't have had to do that on Zerg. I could have spun easily, I could have chambered him, which is what I was hoping to do, but unfortunately James didn't give me the chance because he didn't want to engage me properly.
Which
And
was
I
a
could
shame.
possibly have kicked. Yeah, it's a shame, but now that I am almost definitely through, the next 2 matches against Zerg and Braver, I can possibly give you guys a performance. So next match, should we quickly discuss our predictions for that? Not going into too much depth. It's Jhrdog versus Zerg.
It will be interesting, I must admit.
Zerg is better at his feinting. Jhrdog's a bit better with the defense. So it really comes down to, does Zerg's feinting get past Jhrdog's defense? And that'll be a decider.
Yeah.
I personally think, due to the demoralization of Zerg against being defeated by Jammsy, I think that Jhrdog is going to win.
Yeah.
But I
you
don't
never
think
know.
it will be Zerg is a better player than we give him credit for.
Yeah.
He had a bad run this tournament with the unconventional fighting of Jammsy, which has been put to a stop today. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. Have you got anything else to add, Supreme?
No, I do not. I just can't wait till my round.
A very interesting match. Sorry about the odd pre-match commentary. And sorry about me having to take down an unconventional opponent, but at least he's been put in place now. And I hope to see you all next time.